Hello everyone, I'm Jesse. I'm here today working on a 2014 Kia Soul. Hello kitty. The hamster mobile as people call it. This is the 1.6 liter engine. So if you have a 2014 Kia Soul, you either got the 1.6 or the 2.0. This is 1.6. Alright, so teaching you how to take the intake manifold off of the engine. The first time I did this was to get to the direct injectors underneath. Today I'm doing it because I'm replacing the knock sensor on the engine. So you're gonna need ratchet set, maybe double extension to get into these bolts here. And what size socket do we have here? If I can see, size 12 millimeter, and then a 10 millimeter. Pair of needle nose pliers. Get you some nice gloves. Keep your hands from getting all nasty. And always have something to put your nuts and bolts and everything into. Alright. First step, whenever working on an engine, is to disconnect the positive end of the battery. Oh, I should put you a disclaimer here. I am not a professional mechanic. I am self-taught. Everything that I've learned about working on this car, I've learned from YouTube and Google and reading owner's manuals and looking at schematics online and stuff like that. So I might make a few mistakes that a regular mechanic might not. They might tell you to do things differently, but you know, online I couldn't find any videos of people doing this for the Kia Soul. So you gotta do what you gotta do to save a few bucks, right? Anyway, first step, remove the terminal on the battery, positive end. Next step, we're gonna remove the air intake. Now down here, you can see the clasp there. You just loosen that up and then you can squeeze it and slide it off the throttle body. Then remove this sucker, put it out of your way. Please forgive me for any dumb mistakes. I'm working one-handed here, holding the camera with the other hand. There we go. All right. Next step will be to remove the throttle body. Throttle body. So it's got 4 screws. You can see there, 1, 2. You got one just back here, 3, and then your 4th down here. Undo those 4 screws. Another step is, I think in a video I was watching, the guy was doing it on a Kia Sorento. It was the closest thing I could find. I believe he detached these hoses here, but I said screw that, I don't know what these hoses are. It could be liquid, could be just air. I'm not going to test it. So what I did was, there's just a, this bracket here up top with one screw that went in it, 1 bolt. So I just took that off and wha-pow. All that's disconnected from the intake manifold. All right. So your third step is the wiring, all these connectors. So you'll have one here. This is, usually these are, the other end. Yeah. So, kind of goes like that over the thing. You unplug this end, this part. You see it's on this piece of metal, so you have to pull it off of that metal, slide it off. And then, the little thing there, you just pop it out. Make sure everything's out of your way. This cord over there, connector, that connector. Disconnected this piece here. And then down below will be 2 more wire connectors. I got one there, and then one here. These suckers were hard to get off. It hurt like heck on my fingers. So that's where some needle nose pliers will come in handy to help disconnect these things. Next part was two hoses. Two hoses have to be removed. So you have this one here. Use needle nose pliers, pin that off, pull it back, and then you can slide the hose off. And then down here was another hose. Hard to see at the moment. Maybe I've squished it, putting stuff back in. Yeah, here we go. No. It's right there. But connects to your intake manifold. Right there and down below. It's hard to see there, but connects to this. So, same process. You squeeze, tug, pull it off there. Alright, let's see if I can make sure you know where this is located. Give you a better angle. It's coming from here, so going down to the exhaust manifold. Alright, next step after that is removing the bolts. We're finally undoing the bolts from the intake manifold. So, switch hands here. You'll need long extensions here, double extensions for me, or if you have a longer one. You have, got one down here, 1, 2, 3 down in there, 4, 5 back there. And those require the, I believe, the 10 millimeter socket. Actually, let's check. No, that's the 12 millimeter socket. All right, all of that is done. Now, the thing about the Kia Soul, there's this tricky little piece down here. It actually is the knock sensor that causes the issue because it attaches to the bottom of the manifold. I'm going to pull the manifold out, or intake manifold, excuse me. I'm going to pull it out so I can show you better, but we now have everything disconnected except, well, for you guys, except one piece. So give me 1 second. I'll set you down real quick. What am I stuck on here? Okay. Hoses. Okay. All right. Got her out. Okay. Now, problem comes with this knock sensor. You see this cord here? This is the knock sensor. Now this, you have to remove this sucker, which is hard as heck. You got to reach down underneath the intake manifold and find it and disconnect it. As well as on this end, you see here it has one of these slidey pieces, just like that big one that was on top of the manifold. It goes right here on the bottom of the manifold. So, also have needle nose pliers for that to slide it off of that metal piece. But you got to be really careful not to damage anything. Don't grab any of the weaker parts here. Grab the whole body with the needle nose pliers and pull it off. Anyway, and that's basically it. That's how you take off the intake manifold for the Kia Soul 2014. Might be different for different years, so, you know, look around, make sure. There might be slight differences with your model. Anyway, hope that was useful and insightful, and that mechanics don't kill me for doing terrible things. Oh yeah, I should say, like, be extremely careful not to get dirt and grime and bull crap into these holes here. Obviously, that's going into your engine. So what I should do now is put some cloth in there and protect it from anything. Other part is on the exhaust manifold, these gaskets. Sometimes, well, you'd probably want to replace them if there's any damage, because there'll be an air leak going into your engine. So we don't want that. Oh, and then this rail is your fuel injector rail there. So if that's why you're taking it off, that's that. And then obviously this knock sensor here. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Have a good one.